Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for dropping in. Today is the start of my new little mini series about prepping my plants for moving. And I have to be real with you guys. I have neglected plant care on the majority of my plants for a little over a year. It's been bad, but this move is giving me the motivation that I need to finally take care of my plants again, you know? But all the plant chores can be a little overwhelming to do all at once because there's a lot. So that's what this series is mainly for. It's to break up the chores into like manageable sections that I can take on each week and get it done without feeling like I'm gonna lose it. So yeah. Alright, so today we're going to be taking care of my propagations. We're going to be potting up the propagations that are ready back into their mother plants to reduce the amount of plants that I have to move. I will also be taking some more propagations. If you can see it behind me, I will be propagating my very long pothos plants and scindapsis. It's a mess, okay? Their vines have taken over my plant shelf completely. They're smashing through other plants. They're strangling each other. It's chaos. And we need to give them a nice chop to make them feel better and to kind of make taking care of that plant shelf a whole lot easier for me. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to be repotting my red nerve plant propagations. Back into the mother plant, which is she. So first, I think we should remove the mama plant from the pot, and we'll probably end up reusing this pot. So I don't see roots coming out of the bottom yet, so we'll probably just reuse this pot and just put the babies back in with some fresh soil so they're all happy. Since this soil has been in pretty good condition up to now, like it's still draining really well and she still seems pretty happy in it, I'm only going to remove the outermost layer of soil and give her some fresh on the outside with her children, because the soil still feels pretty good, so I don't feel too concerned about removing it completely from her roots. Some fresh soil at the bottom. And then I'm going to go in with some mosquito bits. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to put some mosquito bits in there. I just kind of eyeball it. I don't really measure. And then I mix it all up. Now let's take a look at our babies. Look at the roots on this one. I don't know if you can see it. The end of her root is right here on this little cutting. Look at that. Dang. Okay. I'm gonna place her here. She'll be towards the end, the outside. The second cutting has like the smallest root ever. It's just this little string right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's the tiniest root I've ever seen. We're still gonna pot him up with the mother plant because he's the only other cutting and we don't have time to wait. We're just gonna put him in there. He'll probably grow roots better in the soil. We'll see. Now for the mama plant. I'm gonna set her down in the middle. Now I know you guys probably don't need or want like a play-by-play of what I'm doing, but I don't really know what else to talk about. Besides the move, I guess. Or I guess I can just talk about random shit if you guys don't really care either way. One thing that immediately comes to mind is that for some reason I've been having these weird dreams about wasps lately. Like, you know, the flying little critters that seem to sting without purpose or whatever. I think they're just misunderstood. One actually dive bombed my head over the weekend. Like, he got stuck in my hair and I swatted at him because I didn't know what it was. And then he stuck to my shoulder and I smacked him because I still didn't know what it was. I just wanted it off. Thought it was like a grasshopper or something, but it turned out it was a wasp. But it was like the mud wasp, so they're pretty non-aggressive and chill. So he didn't sting me because I was like, the amount of times I smacked him, he should have just ended me on sight. Like, I'm glad it was just a mud wasp. Okay. She's all, whoop. She's good to go. I'll pot it up with her mom. Put it back on the shelf. Alright, next is my little string bean peperomia. So I finally did it, guys. I chopped that huge long string bean peperomia. What was left of it. If you guys seen my houseplant tour video, you know what I'm talking about. So I chopped him into 4 other sections. We lost one, but these 3 are doing fantastic. And I put them in the little panda vase I got in my planter unboxing video. See, I told you guys he would make a great prop jar. So I'm gonna pot all 4 of these guys together in this tiny pot because I think it would fit them all really well. So let's see. Put some in the bottom. Oop, that's a lot in the bottom. Pour some back in. Take him out. Oh yeah, and I put this guy in a really good soil mix. It's that black gold succulent and cactus potting mix, so I'm gonna put some of that in there. Cause that's some good shit. That's good expensive shit right there. We don't waste that good shit. Okay. The mix. Alright. You guys can see he's kind of going through it. He doesn't have the greatest root system. You know, that's okay. Go at his own pace. Kind of set him in there. Alright, now let's look at his little babies. Wow. You can kind of see him. See him dangling? He's got some roots. That's good. Good to see. Love to see it. He's fine. He's doing fine. Next up is this little guy. He also has a decent little dangly root, which is good. Last cutting. Okay. He has hardly any roots on his bottom, but there are the little root spikes. So he is growing roots, and maybe he'll continue to grow them in the soil. We'll see. Alright. There they are. They're looking cute. All together. Once again. Hopefully they'll do okay. Alright. I'm gonna water them with the rest of this little jar water, and I'll be right back. Alright, next are the survivors. They're all that's left of my peperomia orba variegata, or teardrop peperomia. They're the only survivors. So they have rooted, and I'm so relieved. So we're gonna pot them up today. Right, so these roots aren't as long as the other ones, but they're still there. Might be a little hard to see, but they're there. That works. I just opened a new bag of soil and it's like wet inside. I don't think it's supposed to be wet inside, but it's what I got, so I'm working with it. Look at these roots. You guys see these roots? Look at those. Pretty substantial. Super excited. Oh my god. Stand up. Chill and stand up straight, dude. That's all I ask. Also, let me know if you guys like these kinds of videos, because yeah, just let me know if these are like boring as fuck to you or like you actually enjoy these, because I enjoy videos like these and that's why I make them, you know? But if you guys want to see something else, go ahead and leave a suggestion in the comments. Yeah. Alright, and she's done. She looks so cute. Oh my gosh. I hope she's happier from now on. Yeah. Alright guys, so next is my scindapsis treubii moonlight. This is the mother plant, and she's been doing pretty okay. She has new growth and everything, but I've noticed that her soil is super dense, like way too dense for the plant, and as a result, these happened. So this one, this cutting is an actual cutting, but I didn't make it. This little cutting was just sitting in the top soil of the main plant when I got it, and it was just laying there loose, so I was like, I'll just stick it in water and see what happens. And this happened. This is the aerial root that it had. Oh, sorry. This is the aerial root that it had when I put it in water, and then this is what grew. Look at that. Look how long that is. It's ridiculous. I've found, guys, that this plant does really well in water. Like, it's a super thirsty plant, apparently. And I don't know if you can see it. There's a little tiny growth point right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I can't, it won't focus if I try and show you any closer. But there's a little growth point, and that's come out since I've had it in water, right there. So we're going to be repotting this little guy up with the mama plant. And for this guy, I noticed that this little cutting had 2 leaves on it, but I noticed that one of the leaves was yellowing, and it was like a mottled yellow-green kind of thing, and I knew it wasn't doing great. And this leaf was folded and like very thin to the touch. So I pulled this out of the main pot and threw it in water and cut off that bad leaf, and it's firmed up. The leaf is doing amazing and has new roots coming out of the roots that weren't doing well. So I feel like it would be okay to pot this one back up as well. So this has been a long time coming. Ever since I've gotten this plant, I've realized pretty quickly that the soil was trash. It's garbage. Soil is not great at all. This plant, I found out, really loves water. Like, it's thirsty almost all the time. So I want to see what the roots are doing and maybe size down the pot if the roots aren't as substantial as they should be for this pot size. But let's just take a look, shall we? Ah! Wow! Look at that. Okay, I take it back because look at these roots. Oh my god. Never mind, they have substantial roots. Holy shit. Oh, did you see that? Oh my god, it's just crumbling away. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I guess I'll just give it a little shake and watch the soil just fall away. That's the only good thing I'll say about the soil, is that it's so easy to get out of the roots. Oh my gosh, everyone's falling away. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Do you see that? It's like a, you know, it reminds me of those orchids. That kind of root system pattern reminds me of those orchids you see in like Lowe's. That's really cool. It's like a skeleton. You know, like a rib cage? Dude, that's so cool. Oof. I love this plant so much more now. You know, I think we can probably repot it in that same pot. I don't know yet. Let me just finish getting the soil out from the rest of them. Yeah, you know, because if I were to put it back in there, it's like, it's filled up the pot. Okay, I'm gonna size up the pot. Let's see what I got. Okay, tell me, do you think this would be too big? I think this pot will be big enough. I don't know. I'm just gonna use regular soil and call it good, and we'll see what happens. I might have to repot her again when I move, after I move, but for now, hopefully this will tide her over. Right, we're gonna add some mosquito beads. Put some perlite in there. I don't want to hurt you. Guys, this is so hard because there's so many different vines and they keep laying in opposite directions. Let's see. Smush you over here. Here's the really cool one. The really cool spine one. I love this one. I guess I'll just lay her in here. It's like a fucking puzzle piece, guys. A puzzle piece that doesn't want to stay together. Okay, that looks decent. See, now I know why I was putting this off for so long. Because it's so complicated. It seems so much harder than it needs to be. But I love this plant, so I guess, you know, I'm sucking up. Where are these roots coming from? You're supposed to be underground, bitch. Oh my god. We're almost done repotting this sassy beach. Okay. Alright guys, I think that's the best I can do for this guy. It's in a new pot, new fresh soil. I will water him deeply. And his cuttings are in there with him. The gang's all here. Alright. That is all the cuttings that I have at the moment. Now let's go take some more. Okay guys, sorry about the lighting, but here is the chaos. As you can see, the vines wrap around and smash all the other plants and each other. And then they go all the way down to the floor. And one of the vines actually was hanging out under the table because it's so long. It's crawling across the room, I guess. And keep in mind, guys, that I've wrapped several of these vines around the rungs of my plant shelf. So I've wrapped them around the plant shelf 5 times and they're still trailing across the ground. So it's pretty wild, pretty unruly. We gotta just give these guys a nice bob cut and call it a day, I guess. I hope I have enough propagation jars for all of these cuttings. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so I have just some regular scissors that are now dedicated to plant stuff. And this is what we're going to use. So I want to chop them so that they're level with the top of the shelf. I feel like that would be easier, especially when it comes time to moving them. It'll be way easier than worrying about smashing, ripping, tearing their vines or whatever. So we're going to give them a nice bob. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to try and untangle this shit beforehand. I'm just going to chop and then try and pull them out. Here's the plan. I'm going to try on one of the vines to get it out in one piece to show you guys how long it is, but if that doesn't pan out, then I might just end up chopping through everything on here to just pull them out little bit by little bit. So let's just get into it. Okay. Oh, okay. So this vine wasn't that long. It was probably one of the more juvenile vines. See? I'd say it's about a foot and a half long, maybe. I'm gonna just toss it on the ground for now. Here's the second vine I cut. I'm gonna try and unwind it. Oh yeah, okay, so this is the one that I wound multiple times through the shelf. Let's see if we can pull it out in one piece, just to show you guys. Also, did I mention this is my marble queen pothos that I'm cutting right now? I probably didn't. But that's what she is. She's my marble queen. We're tackling the queen first. Okay. Okay, this might not be as difficult as I had anticipated. That's kind of exciting. Alright. Oh, fuck. Ah, damn sticky traps. Release her. Okay. I might be able to pull it from the bottom. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Alright. I can already tell you that I'm going to have a lot of empty nodes. Or not empty nodes, but nodes without leaves. So we're going to try a couple propagation methods. Gently, gently. Wow, she's super spiky. All those areolars. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is what we're working with so far. We did it! Our first... So here's one end where I cut it, and then it keeps going. And going. And going. Oh fuck, there's another sticky trap. Damn it. When will you get the hint? I don't want you right now. And then the end. So that was one vine intact. I think that's given me confidence that we can do the rest of that. Now for the other side of my marble queen, she has quite a few. Let's take this one. I know one of them. Oh, where is my favorite? Okay, this is my favorite leaf, you guys. Can you see it? It's immaculate. Beautiful. I definitely want her to hang on. Alright. Another vine. Alright. This one I cut a little higher than the other ones, but that's fine. It's fine. Another little branch. Oh, this one's a longer vine. I mean, my favorite leaf. Here's my favorite leaf, you guys. I love her so much. Okay. Alright, I think that's it for my marble queen. Let's get this dead leaf out of here. Alright, wow, look at how open it looks now. Moving on over here. So I don't know if you can see it very well, but now we're snipping Mr. Edgar Allan Pothos. My golden pothos. Alright, so we'll start here. And untangle him. Oh, that was easy. Okay, here's one of his vines. Look at it all. Another one. Oh my gosh. He's wrapped around plants on the bottom shelf. Get off. Get off of them. Another huge piece taken. Alright, the last vine from Mr. Edgar Allan Pothos. Here he is. Now we're gonna cut his children. Huh, I'll reposition you. What is stuck to me? I got a fucking sticky trap stuck to me. Ooh. I have to do fucking gymnastics every time I want to get back over here because there's vines everywhere. All over the floor. Okay. Now let's do Mr. Edgar Allan Pothos's child, Little Poe. So here is the pot where I had a propagation of Edgar Allan Pothos, and he just took off. He's definitely his father's child because he's all over the place, strangling everyone else. So we're gonna just snip him here and here. Yes, very nice. Untangle. What the fuck is this? I'm really hoping that's mold and not spider mite nests. Because I'll fucking lose it. I swear. Okay. I'm like so tired of these sticky traps. I'm telling you guys. Get off of the baby. Okay, here's one baby. One baby vine. Right here. Very nice. And then here's the second baby vine. Takes care of all of the pothos. Now we're moving on to scindapsis. Okay, so I can't stand over there, but hopefully you can get the gist by my flailing arms. Okay, now is my Scindapsis pictus argyrius, I believe. We're gonna be chopping him, and I think honestly he is the longest one. He's longer than the pothos, because if you can see all of this mess up here, that's him wrapped like 20 times around the wires. He is also trailing down around the whole shelf, around the other plants, across the room, behind chairs. He's everywhere, okay? So we're just gonna chop him close to the pot and then pull out the rest. That's the plan, okay. Oh, so this one was smaller. I don't know where to put the cuttings because there's literally cuttings covering the entire floor. Snip them here. Oh my gosh. It's never ending. Look at how long this vine is already, and I'm not even done untangling it. See, here's one loop, two loop, fruit loop, who knows, okay. Oh my god. Okay, I found the end. Where is this even going? It's like an impossible puzzle. I can't unwind it. It's grown, it's too much. Okay, I think I grabbed a different vine. In any case, look at this spaghetti fucking noodle. Look at this. What is going on? What is happening? I don't know anymore. I'm so close to losing it and just saying fuck it and chopping it. But I want intact vine to show you guys the extent of the madness. You know, I think I learned my lesson not to wrap the vines around the fucking vine. Fucking shelf loops again. This is just so unnecessary. I hate that I did this. Who told me it was a good idea to do this? I just want to talk. Surprise, it was me, bitch. I'm gonna go fight myself later. Did I do it? Did I fucking do it? Hell yeah! Yeah! Okay, here's the end. And now we're gonna loop and see how many times we can loop this monstrosity. Okay, 2 loops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, look at that. This is all one strand. One strand. But I did it. I did it. I got it all off the shelf in one strand without cutting it. Now it's like a little crown. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, I think I pretty much unwound this strand when I was trying to unwind the other strand, so now let's see how many loops this one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this, and like half of the strand is just leafless vine. So, okay, so it looks like we have 2 more major vines to cut. Oh, I think I unwound this one too in my craze. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 loops on this one. Again, most of it is empty vine. I have to get down low for this one. Or not, I have to get back up. My knees. Did I tell you guys how I fucked up my knee over the weekend? I didn't. Okay. Picture it. Okay, so I saw a butterfly, right? Wait, it'll make sense. I saw a butterfly on the ground, and it looked like it was drinking a little glob of mud on the ground. So I was going to like bend down to look at it, right? So I dropped into a squat, and I think that was too much for my old lady knees because I felt something like rip. Like, it was so painful, and for like a week after that, I couldn't bend my knees. I couldn't bend them far at all, otherwise it would really hurt. I had trouble walking up the stairs. Like, I was really feeling it, guys. I was really feeling it. Forward to my delicate vine plant. Not my China boa bibby. Oh my gosh. So I just unhooked it from underneath my plant shelf, and it reached like halfway to my bed. Like, it was going for it. It was really going for it. I feel like we're wiring up cable or something. The length of this cord. Okay. Here's the very end of the vine. You can see it's kind of anemic looking because it was in the fucking dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, 7. It does have the biggest leaves up top, but literally this is the only part that has leaf. The rest is just spaghetti noodles. And that's all the vines. Now I'm going to give you an overview of what the shelf looks like now that all the vines are cleared out. Wow. Look how empty it looks, you guys. Holy crap. Look at how much light is coming through now. My God. Look at how clean and empty it looks. Just wild. Just wild. Look at this madness. Look at that. That's only from one plant, you guys. This is my marble queen pothos cuttings. So all of this came from my one marble queen pothos. It's crazy. It's absolutely barnacles. Now this pile right here is from Edgar Allan Pothos. This is my golden pothos plant. Now this smaller pile is from the baby Edgar Allan Pothos. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this scindapsis coil. Oh my God, it's so fucking thick. It's like a bird's nest. Alright, now let's start putting them in the prop jars. Okay, so ignore any garbage or bullshit you see just out of frame. Ignore it. Ignore it. We're gonna be cutting up, chopping up these vines and getting them ready for propagation. So first, we're gonna handle my marble queen with, again, the scissors. Chopping and propping. Alright, let's find a vine. Get rid of the dead leaves. Okay. Gonna keep this top. This will be one vine propagation. You know, I've seen a couple of plant tubers just chop them up into smaller vines to propagate them, so that's probably what I'm going to do because I don't have a lot of propagation vessels. And See, for ones that have like gaps between the leaves, like a couple gaps, I'm going to be propagating these as wet sticks, I think they're called. So we're going to be trying to do that. So there'll be a couple of one leaf cuttings in there. Snip. This I'm going to consider a leafless cutting. Alright. Okay, so I've gotten quite a few propagation jars. I've actually thought with the sheer volume of cuttings that I have that I'll need to employ some of my catch pots as propagation jars. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to put that there. She's pretty full, she's pretty packed. So I'll just put her off to the side. In we go. Alright, so here we go. Here is the rest of the large marble queen propagations. Boop. Perfect. And then for the other one leaf cuttings, I'm going to put in my little propagation dino. So we have little propagation dino, and we're just going to put the leaf cuttings. Alrighty, and here he is. Isn't he adorable? He's carrying quite the load. Alright, so I didn't film chopping and propping the golden pothos because it's the exact same process as the marble queen. So spared you all that, but now we're going to go ahead and cut up this huge vine wreath of scindapsis. We're going to chop this whole thing up, and I've foraged and found the last of my propagation vessels. I also have a few of these jars left, one of these little ones, and I have a watering can that I'm gonna probably use as a propagation vessel as well. So that's what we had to work with. Let's just get into it. We're finally done. Alright, so I think that's all I'm gonna fit in this little watering can. Alright, so here they are. So we have this jar full of scindapsis, and we have this watering can full of scindapsis. And we are completely done with the leaf propagations now. So all we have to do left is finish off strong with the wet stick propagations. Alright, so for the wet stick propagations, I'm going to be using sphagnum moss and some drainage catch trays. Here's the moss, and I'm going to pour some water in it. Now I'm just going to work the moss so that it soaks up all the water. Want to make sure all the moss is damp. Next, we're going to take a chunk of the moss, squeeze out the excess moisture, Alright, and then just place it in a tray, like so. Now, I'm going to stick in the nodes with leaves. Okay, first one down, and then I'm not going to show you because I have to run all the way downstairs to get it, but I'm going to cover each of the propagation trays with plastic wrap, and then I'm going to set it in a window. And then periodically I'll check to make sure that the moss is still moist and to check the progress, but I can give you guys an update video when the time comes if you guys would like. Alright, so this one is done. Now we're going to move on to the golden pothos. I did it, guys. I fit all of the pothos, the golden pothos cuttings into one tray. Last but not least, the Marble Queen wet sticks. Wow, that was perfect. That was a perfect amount. We did it! Here's all the Marble Queen wet sticks. We're done! Yay! If you stuck through this long, good job, thank you! Alright guys, so part 1 of plant preparation is done. Yay, we did it! I don't know how many more parts we have left. But this is a good start. Alright, if you guys like planty content like this, please consider liking, subscribing. Also, if you like planty pictures or want to see content that doesn't make it in my videos, please follow me on Instagram at Chameleon Plants. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!